Good morning, friends, and welcome to my channel. I am Crystal, and this is Homemaking on the Homestead, and I want to thank you so much for stopping by my channel today and having a visit with me. I'm going to be sharing a day in my life as I am post-Thanksgiving and just regrouping and finding some balance in my life and thinking about Christmas. We had a lovely Thanksgiving, and I hope that you all did too. I didn't do a lot of filming over the holidays, but I did take a few pictures that I wanted to share. My youngest son was here, and he loves to cook and help in the kitchen. He always has, and so the two of us had so much fun putting everything together. He made, besides the sweet potatoes, he also made the pumpkin pies and had a lot of fun doing that, and they turned out great. But now it is time for me to put my house back together. So I went up to change the sheets in the guest room because that's where he had slept, only to see that he never even got into the sheets. He just slept on top of the comforter with the sleeping bag. So, what can I say? Boys, right? But I figured I'd go ahead and just wash that and the pillowcases. Aside from the holiday itself, we also went up and spent some time up north with my in-laws right after the holidays, and so it just seems like there has been so many busy days, and it was just very nice to have a day at home and take care of the home again. I still had my turkey bones and a bit of meat left over, but I decided I was going to turn those all into some good turkey broth. I usually do it in my Instant Pot, but I had this was bigger. It was too big for that, so that wasn't going to work. So I decided to put it in my big stock pot. I don't know exactly, but I think I'm going to probably make some turkey soup or something like that. Depends on how much I have left. Who knows? Maybe I'll even can some of it. We'll see. This was a new recipe that I tried, and it really turned out good. You kind of put the turkey on a bed or a rack of carrots and onions and celery. So right now I'm just kind of pulling all that up with the gelled bits of the turkey, because I know this will definitely add a whole lot of flavor. And of course, while I'm doing that, I pause so that I can make myself a cup of tea to enjoy throughout the day. Then to my pot of bones, I add about 4 quarts of water and a tablespoon of salt. While I wait for that to come to a simmer, I am going to also start working on dinner. When life does get busy and crazy, there is just something so satisfying about getting back into the peaceful homemaking routines that just give life a lot of joy. With Christmas just around the corner, time flies by so fast. It's going to be here before we know it. I spent a lot of time throughout the day just kind of reflecting on the holidays and some of my, thoughts of simplicity. And I have talked about that. I know I talked about it last year, but to me, Christmas has just gotten so big that we tend to forget the meaning of Christmas, the simplicity of Christmas. It's very centered on the gifts. And of course, that's how companies make money. And as our society moves more and more away from God and Christ, no more do we keep that in general as a society as a central focus. As my children were growing up, it was always really important to me to build traditions of things that we did, tree trimming parties and just gingerbread houses, things that my kids enjoyed and that they would always look forward to every year. Sometimes I think that these types of things, the cookie baking and the any other types of family traditions that you have, actually have a lot more meaning than the gift giving. Like I said, it's just gotten so big. And when we look at where people are today, and financially our country is today, that this can oftentimes put an undue burden on people. And how do you move away from that and create something that's warm and festive and wonderful, but yet is also not filled with societal expectations that, like I said, can put a lot of undue pressure on many families? I think if you have young children, to start by creating something that is different is the best way to do it, because children get very much adapted very quickly to the gifts, and every year the gifts have to get bigger and bigger and more, and it creates more of an expectation. And starting that right off the bat, of course, is one of the easiest ways to prevent that. I know with my kids, I did a lot of things to really emphasize the blessings of a Savior, the blessings of why we celebrate Christmas, and make a lot of good memories during that time, good family memories during that time, and downplay the gifts. I remember one year calling my daughter that lives in California, and on Christmas Day, and it was later in the afternoon. We were talking. I asked if the boys had opened their Christmas presents, and she said no, they hadn't even thought of them. They had created enough tradition. They were with her husband's family, and it just wasn't something that was in the forefront of their mind. Sometimes I felt in the past that we need to give ourselves permission to do things different, and to let our family know that we are doing things different, and to know that it's okay, and to work against any type of pressure that we might feel. After taking a little break outside, it was time for me to get back at it, get the guest room back together. I am eagerly awaiting the arrival of my youngest daughter, who will be here shortly, and wanting to have the room ready for her. She's going to spend a few days with us, and that is one thing that we're going to do during that time, is decorate the tree. I have the lights are already on it because it's an artificial tree and it comes that way, but her and I are going to pull out all the Christmas ornaments and enjoy some hot cocoa and Christmas music, and putting the ornaments on the tree. And we are both very excited. We keep chatting back and forth about different things and things we want to do while she's here. I don't know how much she'll get done. She's not got a lot of time off work, but I am still very, very much looking forward to it. There are so many things that I love about this time of year, and I am very excited about that. I am excited to be baking cookies with my grandkids, to be decorating, and to be doing the things, making a few small gifts for people in my life, spending time with friends and family, hearing my grandkids sing in the Christmas program at church, and, just enjoying all these sweet, simple things that the holiday can provide for us. Over the next few weeks, as we move towards Christmas, I want to be sharing with you some small, simple gift ideas, things that we can do, baking recipes, and ways to enjoy the holiday season, keeping our hearts and our minds focused on Him. I really want to thank you all for taking the time to spend the day with me, for stopping by my channel, for subscribing to my videos, and being such an awesome, wonderful group of ladies. I know there's a few gentlemen out there, but mostly I'm catering to the ladies. But I just really appreciate you all so much, and I want you to know that you are what makes this channel for me, and I value that completely. I hope you all have an awesome and blessed day today, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.